Good morning. Are you Ray Lopez?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, let me get on the record real quick. Hold on.
That's fine.
Okay, today's date is September 30th, 2020. The time is 10:07 a.m. and we are on the record. Court calls number 2008-002947, State of Texas versus Ray Lopez. Mr. Lopez, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, you can put your hand down. Mr. Lopez, you're here today on your initial appearance regarding a citation for failing to control speed. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me kind of tell you what we're doing here today. I'm here in a little bit, I'm going to let you know what you're officially charged with. And then I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of no contest and a plea of guilty are essentially the same thing in that I will find you guilty. I will then move to what's called the sentencing portion of the case. And then I'm going to determine what the punishment's going to be, which, because these are Class C misdemeanors, these are all fine only punishments, okay? But there's other things I can do. I can outright find you guilty and issue a conviction, or I can place you on what's called deferred disposition. That's a type of probation where if you don't get any other tickets in the time period I prescribe and you pay what you're supposed to pay, the case gets dismissed.
Okay.
So there's also what's called the driving safety course program, which if you qualify for that, I'll let you know. Let me let you know real quick some rights that you have. First of all, these are, once again, all Class C misdemeanors. The fines normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. An attorney could help you understand the law, could help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I will have no choice but to hold you to the same standards as if you were an attorney. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
You also have the right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It is the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Okay. There is an alternative means to payment, meaning that if you are unable to meet your financial obligation, there are other things that can be done. There's an application that we would have you fill out. We would then have what's called a indigency hearing, just like we're having here today on Zoom. And at that point, I can make a determination if you qualify for community service in lieu of payment, or if you qualify for an extended payment plan, or a combination of both of those things. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. Other things I need to let you know, there's if your status in the United States is other than that of an American citizen, a plea of guilty and a finding of guilt in this court could affect your status here in the United States. So if that's an issue, you may want to consult a lawyer. Also, there are consequences beyond this courtroom. Say, for instance, on a violation of no insurance, there could be surcharges from the state of Texas that this court has no control over. So if you have any questions regarding your particular violation, I would strongly suggest you talk to an attorney. Okay, you understand this?
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. All right. Mr. Lopez, you are being charged with the violation of failure to control speed alleged to have occurred on or about August 10th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas. Are you aware of this charge?
Yes, sir.
And you understand it?
Yes, sir.
As to the charge of failing to control speed on or about October 10th, 2020 in Robstown, Nueces County, Texas, as to that charge, how do you plead?
Not guilty, but I just want to pay.
Okay, well, you can't really do both of those things.
Well, yeah, guilty, I believe.
Let me tell you the three choices, okay? You can plead guilty, at which point I'll issue a punishment, and that could you could pay. You could plead no contest. That's what you're saying. You're telling the court, look, I'm not saying I did it. I'm not saying I didn't do it. I'm just not contesting the matter, okay? And that will also result in a type of punishment where you'll be able to pay. Or you can plead not guilty. What will happen then is that we will have a pretrial hearing next where you will appear by Zoom and there will be a prosecutor present. And I should have told you this earlier, Mr. Lopez. That's one of the things I usually tell the individuals who appear. There'll be a prosecutor present whom you will be able to speak to. So if you have an issue, like, a fact issue that you don't think you should have been cited, the prosecutor is a person you can talk to because he's bringing the case on behalf of the state of Texas, right? Yes. So if you feel either you have a valid defense or a valid excuse, or you have evidence that you want him to consider, you do it at that time, and he has the ability to dismiss the case if he feels that there's no case, or he can plea bargain the case, or come to some type of agreement. Okay. Mm-hmm. If you're able to come to an agreement, then that's the conclusion of your case at that time. If you're not, then we'll set you up for a trial, right? And then I will decide based on the facts who's guilty or not, right? So that being said, I'm going to ask you once again, as to this case, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Okay, then the court is going to accept your plea of not guilty. If you have to have a trial, right? Mm-hmm. Do you want to have it before a jury or before the court, which is me?
The court, which is you.
Okay.
The only reason why I want to go through that, I'm sorry, it's because the officer asked me how fast I was going. I was a little dazed out after the accident. I just said 30 because I know that's his legal speed limit.
And that's fine, Mr. Lopez. And you can definitely discuss that with the prosecutor. And if y'all come to some type of agreement, that's good, okay? If not,
I just want to put them out there.
Yeah, and if not, whenever there's a trial on the matter, then I'll be able to hear the facts of the case, okay?
Okay.
So I have you pleading not guilty. You're waiving a jury trial. You want a trial before the court if you have to have a trial.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lopez, can you verify your address?
4321 Norfolk.
Okay, that's what we have.
In Corpus Christi.
That's what we have. And can you just give me your phone number again, please?
361-510-2930.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, so you're going to get a notice by mail of the pretrial date, and that's when the prosecutor out of this court, his name is Mr. Isasi, he'll be present and he'll be able to speak to you, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for appearing, and you have a good day.
You too, Your Honor.
Sir.
Have a good day.
The time is 10:15 and we are off the record.